Hello everyone and welcome back to Simon the Sorcerer 2. Thank you very much for staying with me throughout the delay that there's been. There'll be a bit more on that later, but let's just say I'm going to try and get Simon the Sorcerer 2 finished, and then I will see where I'm going after that. A lot of stuff has happened recently, none of it negative, but it just means that I have an extremely busy personal life at the moment, and of course I don't want to be starting things and not finishing them. So the first thing I have to do is finish Simon the Sorcerer 2, and then we'll see where we go from there. So first place I'm going to go, we've just been to the Street of Traders and taken the mick out of a dwarf. So where are we going to now? I think we're going to head down to the docks. That seems to be about right. So let's head down here. Interesting person here, apparently called Bongo.
All right, mate.
Greetings, Buana.
Give me 5, man.
5 what, Buana?
I think we're having problems with cultural barriers here. It's a greeting gesture.
Where I come from, we shake hands like this. Pleased to meet you, man. My name is Bongo. I've come to this wonderful city from Calamari to make a name for myself.
You know, I never knew how calamari was spelt before now, because obviously I'm used to this one spelling that has a C, which is meant to be, I believe it's squid, isn't it? Calamari rings. So nice to know at least, but it's fun to see that Bongo is probably the most normalised person because they actually shake hands. But nice to see Simon deriving cultural stereotypes right from the beginning. Do apologise, the music was a little bit loud, but I have turned that down now, so we should be able to sort it out. But anyway, I'm just going to go around and I'm going to insult Simon as much as possible because he really is a bit of a nasty piece of work in this game. So let's do... let's not do that. I'll say, how do you intend to do that?
My name's Simon, and how do you intend to do that?
My name means he who drums. Where I come from, Simon is a word meaning rabbit's colon. A favored delicacy for us.
So I'm a stupid rabbit's colon.
This is a traditional hero's name where I come from.
We appear to have gone off at a bit of a tangent. Why are you here?
I'm going to teach my special rain dance to the world.
Rain dance?
Watch this, Buana.
Amazing.
With a few more people, I could make it rain over the whole city.
I see. You're setting up some sort of blackmail situation.
I'm going to use my dances for the good of the people. At the moment, there is no way of guaranteeing rain for the crop.
Except when Australia are struggling for a draw in a test match. I think Big Mike's been messing around with my script again. And there's nothing you can do about it since I checked the final version. Simon is an ugly, sad act. And he's still It's a second-hand joke anyway.
It is a shame I forgot to bring my group of dancers with me. Do you have any?
Now, topical joke admittedly, considering Australia are currently beating the living crap out of England in the second test, but could Bongo make his way down to Lords anytime in the next couple of days? It'd be nice to have a little bit of rain over there while the Australians are beating the piss out of us when we're 1-0 up in the series. But hey, at least I got the topical joke on. It is a little bit awkward at the moment how the subtitles and the timing is a little bit out. If that continues on for too much longer, I'll get rid of the subtitles, but I do feel like the subtitles kind of add at the moment because certainly Simon's voice actor is a little bit low in terms of his volume, and I don't really want to turn the game sounds up too high because that messes completely with the audio balance. So I've reduced the music, so hopefully you guys can hear him a bit better. We'll just see how it goes. Since we actually picked up the poster at the Street of Traders, we can just give it straight to Um Bongo now.
Not an easy thing to forget. A group of dancers.
I'm sure I had them with me when I left. Anyway, man, if you find one anywhere, then come and tell.
No problem. I would typically run into a troupe of semi-naked dancers at least twice a day.
Well, we already have done, so let's give the advertisement to Um Bongo.
Take a shifty at this poster.
This is just the thing I'm looking for. Thanks very much, man.
It's a funny old world.
It is that. Just have a look around here. I don't think there's anything I need to look around here for. Oh, suspicious person. There's also crabs around here, but I don't think you interact with them. Just have to wait for it to pop up. There we go.
Hello, hello, hello. What's going on here?
Looks like you finally caught me then.
Hey?
Fair cop, I suppose.
Hey,
So good disguise. Never seen the prepubescent wizard one before.
Hey?
Are you going to arrest me or not?
What are you drivelling on about?
You are the police, aren't you?
See, we've had the sort of dichotomy already. The fact that Simon in his Breaking the Fourth Wall monologue earlier said, you know, with his writer speaking for him, basically said he's still a virgin, and then you have this saying he's a prepubescent wizard. Like, consistency, guys. Well, it is. Well, I'm not going to go into that.
No, I bloody well am not.
Oh, leave me alone then.
Hang on a mo. Will you please explain what the hell is going on?
How do I know I can trust you?
That'll do.
Scout's honour.
Okay, you seem straight to me. What can I do for you?
That's how she's got the Cockney accent going on as well. That's something I wasn't expecting, the way she looks there.
Why are you hiding behind these crates?
I'm on the run. They've been on to me ever since the Three Bears job. I'm going to escape on one of these boats.
Three Bears job?
What's the Three Bears job?
I did over the Three Bears house. There wasn't anything worth taking though, after I'd gone to all the trouble of breaking in as well. So I thought, I'll just have a sit down in this chair and munch a bit of porridge. Then I felt a bit sleepy, so I went for a quick lie down. Next thing I know, there's all this cursing and screaming from downstairs. Luckily I nipped off sharpish or there would have been some trouble. Didn't realise Mr. Bear was none other than the Chief of Police. I'm going to escape on one of them boats.
It's an interesting retelling of a classic anyway.
Who are you?
Me real name's Mary, but I'm known to the authorities as the Goldilocks.
The Goldilocks?
That's right.
What do you do?
You mean you don't know who I am?
I'm not from around here.
Take a look at this.
It's pretty obvious Simon's not from around here, really.
Wanted. The Goldilocks. Charged with fraud, grand theft, resisting arrest, breaking and entering, and being far too...
They're really after me now, though, ever since I done the Three Bears job.
I mean, the final thing's really important.
If you're in such a rush to escape, why are you still here?
I tried to stow away in one of the crates, but I couldn't get them open. Guess I'm stuck here until another method presents itself.
I'll see if I can help you with the crates.
Thanks. I'd be very grateful if you would.
I'm trying to sell this Hawaiian beachwear.
Is it black?
I doubt it.
I'm not interested then.
Fair enough.
Stay here. I'll be back later.
I'll be around.
So this one's a fairly simple case. Just use the crowbar on the crate.
What are you doing?
I think the crowbar is just about the most useful item in this game.
This is perfect. There's no room for all this lot in here. Thanks for your help. Bye.
So we end up with her wig proving that she wasn't a natural blonde in the first place, and no snide comments about how else we could have checked that, and a rubber dinghy as well, so that was obviously her backup plan for getting out of here. So we've done pretty much all we can here, so let's head away and mention the Three Bears house. Let's head over there. That isn't very welcoming, is it?
These signs have a very unwelcome feel about them.
Obviously the Goldilocks thing was a bit much, so we can't get in. So let's see.
I can't give it away because I haven't even got it.
You know what, just for the hell of it, I'm going to rob their letter. Let's get out of here. Have a feeling I'm going to need to get into the Three Bears cottage at some point, but for now, where are we going to head over to? I think let's have a look at McSwampling's. McSwampling's, hang on.
My God, he's gone commercial. I do not believe it. Hiya, remember me?
Remember you? Of course I remember you. Uncle McSwampy never forgets his customers.
No. I mean from the last game. I came round your house and you made me eat that revolting stew of yours.
Sorry?
You know, at your birthday party. I was the only one there.
It's a bit harsh.
Oh, that's better. I can see you properly now. Your face doesn't ring a bell. You're not one of Steve's mates, are you?
Never mind. I got you confused with somebody else.
Huh? Okay.
So let's talk again because he does have one thing we want.
Would you like a balloon, Sonny?
Can I have a voucher as well?
Okay, here you are.
Wow, very helium-filled balloons.
And remember, kiddo, have a McSwampingly happy day.
I wonder when the writer is going to get fed up of these belittling kiddie jokes.
Hey, Sonny.
I'd better not hold my breath. Yes?
Could you not loiter here, please? You're putting off the punters.
Right.
The fun thing here being that Simon is completely self-aware about being in a game. Remember, this was
Come
kind of
down
new
and
at the
join
time.
The fun at McSwamping's. Free vomit bags provided with every great value meal.
What a waste. There's a perfectly good fishing rod in here.
Oh, we'll take that. Anything else around here? I don't think there is.
It's a shut metal door. How interesting.
Oh, shut up,
Remember,
Simon.
everyone, all swamp food contains only 20% pure. They are guaranteed to contain harmful colorants and additives.
So, McSwampling is... Well, Swampling himself is probably upstairs. So, let's see. Can we get that way?
Oi, where do you think you're going?
Through this hatch?
No, you're not.
I'm not?
No.
Right.
It's employees only, I believe. Let's chat to him, see what he says.
May I take your order?
Have you got any health food?
How about a slug burger?
Why are they called slug burgers, just out of interest?
Simple, sir. It's because they've got
Actually, I think I'd rather not know after all.
Will there be anything else, sir?
Top quality nourishment. Probably no worse than what we have these days.
Can you tell me where I can find the swampling?
You want to see the boss?
Yeah. Where can I find him?
He'll be in his office up those stairs. But you can't go in there. It's employees only. Is there anything else I can do for you?
So there you go. We're going to have to disguise myself as a... we're going to have to disguise myself as the Swampling.
Can I use my kiddie meal voucher, please?
Sure. One kiddie meal. What flavour shake do you want?
What flavours have you got?
We've got maggot flavour, suspiciously brown flavour, and nearly banana flavour.
I'm really sorry if you're just sitting down to your lunch.
What's with a nearly banana flavour?
Well, it's yellow and sort of, fruity.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
One nearly banana.
Seems the safest option.
That'll be $8.
Only joking. I haven't got any money, really.
I'll save it for you then. Now clear off.
At least the service is good.
Who else have we got down here? We've got the Tattooist and an Anorak man. Let's speak to them.
Enjoying your meal?
I was.
Mind if I join you?
Yes, I'd like to eat my lunch in peace before I go back to work.
Where do you work?
I run the tattoo parlor. I've only got until 2 o'clock, so leave me alone.
When's 2 o'clock?
Look at the clock.
But that clock hasn't changed since I came in here.
I know. Now go away.
So we're going to need to fix that clock to get the Tattooist back to the tattoo parlor, and we will need him there. So that's one thing. And let's have a look at...
All right there.
Hello.
Now, Anorak Man bears a very, very striking resemblance to Dwayne Dibley, the character from Red Dwarf, the cat's alter ego, and I don't really think that is an accident in this game.
Going to a science fiction convention?
Leave me alone. I've already been beaten up 4 times today, and someone stole my Unix manual.
Unix spelt that way? Really?
What's a Unix manual?
Just an anorak catalogue.
That sounds really cool.
There's no need to rub it in. I know I'm a complete geek. I just don't know how to toughen my image up.
Try taking up a macho hobby of some sort.
Like stamp collecting.
Maybe, if the stamps were really heavy.
Oh, there's no point. Nothing works. I'm destined to be a nerd all my life.
Worse things happen at sea, or so I'm told.
Nothing could be worse than this.
I'm off before you bring everybody down, you whinging loser.
Thanks for the encouragement.
So, there you go, guys. There's probably someone worse than, well, probably me, considering I'm the one sitting here playing games in front of a microphone. But we will be here. We will be back.
I wonder who that little weirdo is. Hey, kid. I said, hey, kid.
Here you are, sonny. Have a voucher.
Weird.
What an oddball.
At McSwampings, we can also organise children's parties.
He will become more relevant as we go on. Now, next up is probably going to be. Let's head back to the town centre because Um Bongo should be there at this point. Everyone's looking a little bit miserable, so what's happened here? Oh, well, that probably says it all right there, but let's see what Um Bongo has to say.
How's it going?
Not very well, man. One of my drums has been damaged in transit. This one was a sacred drum, blessed by the ancient gods of...
Now, it's just a holy drum. Get it? Holy? Holy?
I need some... Oh, I cannot think of the word in your language, Buana.
Abdomens?
No, man. It's begins with a B.
Beast?
No. Oh, no. Bladder. That's it.
You sure?
In order to make a new skin, I need the bladder of...
Not the easiest thing to come by.
Will you
Yes, I'll do it. I'll look for your bloody pig's bladder. It's obviously connected in some way to the acquisition of Mucozade.
Thanks again, man.
So once again, Simon doing some major wall breaking because obviously this is a 90s adventure game, which means that it has 90s adventure game logic, which means that just about everything leads to something else, which leads to something else, which leads to something else, which leads to the acquisition of what you want in the first place. And the string of logic is relevant only to the people who design the game. Anyway, the next place we're going to go is to the loan office because, well, we kind of need money here. But let's have a chat. Oh, this guy looks a bit sad. Don't know what that is, but let's talk to the jester.
Hello.
Hello.
Not the best at small talk, are you, Simon?
Well, this conversation's off to a flying start.
Would you like to hear a joke?
That... really?
I do the jokes round here, pal.
No, please let me tell you. I need someone to tell me what they think of my new jokes.
Okay then, fire away.
Right. What do you call a man with a seagull on his head?
Well, this one's pretty easy. It's cliff, so you know anyone who sees that seagulls are on cliffs. Oh, it's pigeons on heads. Why would you call him Pigeon Head if it's a seagull? Well, I think it's a prat personally, but we're gonna go with cliff.
Cliff?
You know it.
That one's about as old as they come.
Okay, I've got another one. What do you call a man with a shovel on his head?
This one's going to be Doug, but unfortunately it's not there.
You don't call him anything. You just laugh at him.
Doug!
Doug?
Yeah, because he's got a shovel on his head. Shovel! Doug! Doug!
I think I may have spotted the problem with your jokes.
Hang on, I know this great story about...
Sounds more interesting. Go on.
I can't. You might spread it around.
I can't believe I walked into that one.
So, what do you think?
You've got big problems, mate. These jokes wouldn't amuse a little and large audience.
Oh, looks like I'm finished then.
That's life, I'm afraid. You win some and you lose some.
Aw, sad jester. But I mean, Simon didn't just walk into that joke. I think he face planted at full speed into that joke. But we can help him because we have a joke book. So
Let's
let's
have a look through this.
Simon might find these jokes more funny.
These are really good. You must let me give you something in return.
I'm sure there's nothing of yours that I want.
But take my bladder anyway. I won't be needing it anymore.
Thanks. I think that's the last time I do him a favour.
That's a really weird thing to give away. Let's just go into the loan office and see what we can find. Speak to the old secretary.
Can I help you, sir?
Yeah, I'm interested in a loan.
In that case, sir, you've come to the right place. What sort of loan are you particularly interested in?
I don't know if you looked outside, but it said 3,000% interest on the outside. I wish that some of the payday loans that are out these days are that low. It was supposed to be a joke 20 years ago. It's not these days. There you go. I'll get off the soapbox.
What sorts are there?
Well, there's your basic traditional or pound of flesh loan. Further up the scale, you've got the relative collateral loan. Then there's the medical experiments loan. The first time buyer slavery option loan. We can usually tailor one to suit our specific needs.
Some fairly harsh options.
What's the pound of flesh loan?
That's our most basic loan. We'll lend you 2,000 pieces of gold, and if you don't pay it back, we can take a pound of flesh, including blood and internal organs, from your body. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Well, I have to say a pound of flesh from me probably wouldn't make much damage, but from someone else...
Tell me about the relative collateral loan.
Basically, it means that if you don't pay us back, then we send some lads round to butcher all your relatives. Is there anything else I can do for you?
That'd probably be okay, considering none of my relatives are in this dimension currently.
Fill me in on the medical experiments loan.
Should you fail to repay the money you owe us, we are entitled to use your body in gruesome cosmetic testing experiments. Is there anything else I can do for you?
What's the score re the slavery option thing?
The slavery option. Simply means that we are entitled to sell you into slavery should you fail to repay the loan. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Reasonable options for people to get out of their debts. Let's see. I'll go for the relative collateral because that's probably the best one.
I think I'll go for the relative collateral loan.
No problem, sir. You'll have to have an interview with the boss to sort out your application. You can go through whenever you're ready.
Typical salesman.
Ah, Mr. Sorcerer. Mr. Sorcerer, just bear with me a second. I'm just dealing with a bad debt case.
A bad debt case? This would be probably less funny to me if I didn't work in accounts.
Now, Mr. Sorcerer, what can I do for you? Where does that tube lead to? The loan recovery department for mortgages. It's basically just a siege catapult up on the roof. You demolish people's houses for being late on a mortgage payment? It's all in the loan contract. Is there something I could do for you or not? I'm interested in the relative collateral loan. Hang on a second. I'll just find the application form.
Okay, and while he's ducked down, we're going to use the Three Bears house on there, and we're going to be able... And hopefully... Was that a troll that went that way?
I can't seem to find a form at the moment. Would you mind coming back later? No problem.
Of course, that has the Three Bears address on it, and I would rather like to get into the Three Bears apartment, but to be honest, the first time I played the game, it was mainly for giggles I did this.
Meanwhile, up on the roof...
Here's another one. What's the address? The Three Bears, 69... Code 69. You know where it is? Yeah. Fire! Good shot. Thanks.
Well, with that done, we will save here. And next time we will be examining the scale of the damage that we just did, and we will also be moving more directly on in the hope of trying to get into the castle and score ourselves some mucusade. So thanks very much for watching, guys. I've been Boomer, and this has been Simon the Sorcerer 2, and I'll see you next time.